Hello. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. Okay. All right. Let me do this real quick. All right. I don't know if I want to do this. I want to do white. Hello. All right. I'm gonna go right here. I'm here in the room. Just bear with me. Hey, Cynthia. All right. Trying to decide which way I'm gonna go. How is everybody doing? All right. Oh my goodness. I was prepared. And then everything went haywire. All right. So let's do this. While we wait for more people to join, I'm going to try and find a copy of the challenge that I'm doing tonight. It's the challenge that actually I created for the online crop. You ever like lose track of time? That's what happened to me. And all of a sudden I look up, I'm like, wait, it's time to get started. Oh, where did I put it? There it is. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to put as a screenshot. This is the sketch that we're going to be doing today. It's the one that I created. As I said, each of the design team members created a sketch for the online crop. So we're all like taking different one of them and, using them in our lives. So I'm going to be working on this one. It should be fun. I love hexagons. I love playing with them. So, ooh, I hope I didn't break my chair. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, that's the circle. Okay. So now that we see that that's what we're working on, I'm going to click that off and go back to comments. Okay. So I'm going to be using the Botanical Buzz collection, which has a plenty of, what's it called? Can't even think of it. Hexagons. Okay. And I got all of my different punches except for the hexagon. I'm like, where did I put my hexagon? I know I kept it here. Well, it's okay. We're going to keep looking in the meantime. So yes, we're going to be using Botanical Buzz. And I think I'm going to use, I wasn't sure if I was going to do the solids or use the white. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm just looking real quick in my drawer because I did keep quite a few of them up here. Okay, here's my little one, my little hexagon. And then let's move some of this. Let's see if we can find another size. Because of course we're going to use the hexagons that are already in the collection. But we may want to punch a few more. So that's why I'm trying to look to see where I put my other punches at. And I just realized, okay, so I have that one. I don't think I put them anywhere else. Let me see. Just double checking I didn't put one in the wrong spot. Sorry guys. Usually I'm better organized than this. Whew. Hey Lisa and Madison. I'm doing good. I hope you guys are as well. Okay, I didn't put it up here. Oh well. Okay, I'll find it as soon as this is done. It'll jump out, but we can still use our little mini one. Okay, so for that design, I've already went ahead and in some of the frames that are in the ephemera pieces, I put photos from our Make and Mingle weekend, and I'm going to scrap them. Most of them are about the girls at our table, which was number 4. And then this is me teaching Tracy how to sew. So I have a picture of me showing her and then like a close up of like the hands from another photo with the sewing machine. So we're going to use those. And then of course I pulled out some more hexagons, some small ones, some ephemera pieces. So that we're also going to be able to use. And I still have this just in case if we need to go in and get some more. But the real big part of the show is the background, right? So for you guys who are just joining me, Madison and Lisa, I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is the sketch that we're going off of, okay? So you see there's a lot of hexagons. I got groups of 4. And then what I'm talking about is a lot of this background stuff. So you see like a stamped, some splatter looking areas. And then of course we have our titles. So we're going to have some fun with this. Okay. Let me see. Let me take this off again. Ooh. There we go. All right. So I think at first I was going to try and do this on the black. I still think that would be really cute. The only thing is it changes what we can do as far as like stamping and stuff like that. So I'm going to put the black paper to the side for now. We'll do that another time. And we're going to work off of the white paper. Okay. So this one is going to be the big one in the center. And then I have 3 frames that I didn't put anything in. I think we might be able to put some of the pattern paper behind them to make them more solid. But I'm thinking like up here, there was another one down here, and then one up here. So it'll go something like that. And then I'll be able to add like, table 4. I'll put this one kind of with this one. Something like that. Something like that. And then we can do like this. And remember, one of these is going to be hanging off the side, which we'll trim off. So that's okay. Something like that. And then maybe we can do like that. Okay. So I'm thinking kind of spreading it out like this. And then obviously we can add like other elements kind of on top of each other, next to each other, things like that. And then I even have like, they had these. And so all these were filled with these smaller yellow pieces. So we can even do, to fill some in. some of these. You know what I mean? So we can have fun. We're gonna layer it up. But what I want to do real quick is just figure out exactly where I want to do my mixed media, right? So I'm going to put a little line here, 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 and here. So that's where I know this one is going in the center, okay? And I like where this one is, so we're just going to do some lines. Just marking so I have, reference or let me see. Is it references? Yeah. Where to like put the mixed media because I know it's going to be covered by certain pieces. Make sense? Okay. And then we'll do this one. This one I'm not going to mark because I'm going to put these anywhere. Okay. So these two, I'm keeping them together. We're going to put them over here. I'm just doing quick marks. If you've made a comment, don't worry. I'm going to look up again. I just want to make sure I get all my items marked down. Put that one back up there. And I'm going to take these little small ones and put them back up here as well. Okay. So for this one, we're going to line it up here and here and here. And here, here, here. All right. And then this one, line it up to the top. All right. And yeah, to the naked eye, this may look a little cray-cray, but we have a mission. So I want to do some mixed media using the bundle sage and the this is squeezed lemonade spritz. Okay. Oh, hey Janice, nice to see you. Oh, okay. Using your own one instead of the library. So you're at home. So these two I know were open frames, and this one was an open frame. So I know that I can put color in those three areas. So what I'll do just to take it further, I'm gonna put because I think this one was a photo. Obviously, this one in the center was a photo, and then photo and photo and photo. So that way I know where those are and then where I can do some mixed media in between. All right, we're just shaking them up, making sure to get all of that pigment off the bottom edge. I'm so excited to get to play. I hope you guys have had a good week. I'm going to grab a little piece of plastic here. Okay. Have you guys been able to craft since you've been back home? Has everybody had to recuperate if you were able to make it to the Make and Mingle? I know I've needed not only that week, but probably this week too to kind of recuperate. It's getting a little better, but sometimes I do feel tired. I'm not going to lie. Okay, let's start with the green. And what I'm going to do is actually kind of spray right to the plastic. And then I'm going to grab my water bottle and just do a little bit of spritz. So I don't want to make it too watery. But the good part is where the photo is, I can always go down there first. It's crazy. It's always amazing to me how this looks so, like, it almost looks muddy, but it's when it dries, it's going to have this green shimmer that is like amazing. All right. Let's try a little bit more. And I'm just smushing it down and then kind of moving it with my fingers, kind of leaving some of the splatters so it looks like some splattering has been done, even though I've put it all down using this piece of plastic. Okay, and I know it looks crazy, but trust me, it's gonna come together. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. I know. I had to reorganize mine too. Let me tell you, I still haven't finished putting everything away yet, and I'm trying to do like videos in between. It's crazy. Just heating it up a little bit, trying to help this go along a little faster. Oh, I can see that shimmer on this side. And you always want to heat from behind just to help with the warping. It does help. Okay. So real quick, I wonder if it'll show up. There you go. Do you see that green? Do you see the green? Okay. And then we're going to do some of the yellow. There might still be some green on here. I don't even care at this point. I just want to spread some of this because this is going to be different than like the gold that we'll do at the end. Okay. Again, do a little droplet there. And then let's do some here. Add that bright yellow. Let's put some of that down here, up here. And then actually I'm gonna put that to the side. And what I want to do is do some actual splatters. Sorry, what you hear in the background is probably my cat. That's Mango. I don't think he's going to come onto the desktop. Salem would, but I don't know that Mango would. Oh, no problem, Lisa. I'm so glad you're watching and hanging out with me. Now, with these spritz, what I like about them is that for the most part, they don't get really muddy. I know it kind of looks like a muddy mess right now, but we're going to have fun when it comes to doing the stamping. This is the part that I'm really excited about. Now, with this part, come on, T, get the words out. So there's a couple of these pieces that actually look like splatters in this stamp set, and this I got from the shop. It's from All in Create. Okay, this block is a little bit too small. Let's see. Will this one fit? Yeah, that one fits. Let's find another one, a little smaller one, a little bigger, I guess I should say. We'll do this. And then what I'm going to stamp with is going to be my VersaFine. As soon as I can get it in my hand, it's going to be my VersaFine ink. It's going to give us a nice sharp black, okay? And then there's also another one that's a little bit bigger that we may even use. We just want to create some, interest on the background. But before we do that, let's make sure everything is dry. And then, can you see that yellow on top of the green? Woo. That's the thing I love about the spritz. Oh, my hair's in there. Okay. So we're just going to heat this up real quick, try and help the process. And then I'll show you something else you can do too, actually. So you're doing mixed media, and sometimes we keep a roll of paper towels. If you want the drying process to go a little bit faster and to kind of tone it down some, just take a roll and roll it across. And then that helps pick up any of the extra wet that was hanging out on top. Okay. All right. Don't worry. I can still see my markings. So we're doing good. So let's start inking. Let's have some fun. All right. So this one, I can't tell which way it's supposed to go, but I think it's going to go like this. So we're going to stamp down here. Okay. Yeah. And then let's do this one. All right. We'll do this one again. So with this one over here, I know there's two things that are kind of going to meet together. So I'm going to stamp here, because I know part of the frame is going to come over this and part of it is going to come over here. So a little bit of this is just going to peek out. And then let me do this. Go ahead and get the next one ready. And you can use all kinds of things. You could do, like, this one is like a little square with a bunch of words and a bird. Like, I mean, any of these type of stamps that you have in your stash, you can use. Just because mine look like splatters or like drops of ink and stuff, that's okay. That's just what image I chose. But the thing about sketches is you're always free to use what works for you. Okay. Yeah, the paper towels. I've seen, I don't know if you guys heard of like Missy Whitten. I've seen, when I was watching her, a lot of the times she would use that. And it just made sense. It was like, well, you got the roll right there. Yeah, why not? So let's see. We got a big photo there. Let's go in here. Because remember, when I put this one here, see how part of it is going to be hidden. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Is like how things will be peeking from underneath. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to show you guys, like, you don't have to be worried. Like, you marked where things are going to be. You can layer and put more stuff. Like, we're not just going to do one set. We're going to do some stamping all over. This one's an open one. So I'm going to stamp a little bit off. It's okay. My glass mat will be cleaned. And then let's do one down here. So that one. We'll do, let's see, one over here. All right, let's get this one. Kind of going to put those kind of close together. That's okay. Put this one close together. And then let's see, is there anything else? I want to put that right there. I already have one there, so let's put another one up here. Okay. So we got some stamping. I think we're going to do some more, obviously, with black splatters, but I'm going to do something that I normally don't do, which is I'm going to do this black splatters now because there's some things, some thoughts I had in my mind. And I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. Oh, it will. Okay. Because sometimes I don't really use this, so I never know if it's going to work or not. But I am actually going to hold this up. I know this is going to be open, and part of this is going to be closed. But up here, there was like a real big splatter. So we're going to go ahead and, I know, it's going to be crazy. It's all right. It's going to be all right. And then we're going to do like a little misting. Just a little misting. I just want some big chunks of black. And sometimes you can get directional if you like hit it from the sides and stuff like that. We can go crazy. You know? And then here, I think I want to put some like right in here. And we're going to do it again. Ooh, ooh. Lord Jesus. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So remember, let me see. So we had that big open one that I wanted to put over here. So it's going to go like that. And then we have our photo for in here. This one was in here. This one was like that. You see how it's breaking it up? You know what I mean? So it looks like it's like out of control, but really it's not. Because once you start adding the elements back on, then all of a sudden things are covered up. And then we can start adding other elements. We can add, you know, where's 4? Here it is. Like that. So we got some more peeking out. Title can still fit down here. If we wanted to, we can add flowers to do like some ephemera pieces, right? I'm just showing you like ideas that I had at the time. Hold on. There we go. Right? So we can add things. We got some that are verticals. So we can do stuff like this. Create layers. We can put maybe not there. But what if I change this up? Put that there. Put that there. Have this come off the edge. We can do that. We can change some things. Just because we have pencil marks don't mean nothing. We can still add. Come on. What if I do this? We have 1, 2, 3 for a cluster area. I could put one down here. So it goes like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think I like where this is heading. So we're going to start putting some of this down. Okay. So that way we can start really building and playing with the different clusters and areas. Now, I like to use tape and glue. Oh my God. Did I just drop? I swear I'd be dropping stuff all the time. Drive me nuts. Ooh. But I do like to use the wet glue and the tape. All right. Let's just use the wet glue on this one. It's a smaller frame, so I'm just going to use the wet glue. Line it right up on the edge. And then there's more that we're going to pull out for finding the like title and stuff. But I really like that. And we're going to use some more stuff to build up this little cluster. I wonder if I could do... Okay, hold on. Okay. So I'm thinking we can do something like that. Hexagons inside of hexagons. We'll use our 35-cent piece there. And we got a little tag there. So we create like a little cluster down here. I like that. I'm not going to use both. I'm going to save that for another layout. And then let's start working on these. All right. So the main theory or story with these sketches is that you have fun, okay? Play around. If you're not into like a lot of mixed media, it's okay. You can still use a similar design and create a very clean, non-messy layout, okay? Oh, where are my glasses? I totally took them out of this room. And I can't see where I put my line now. Okay. Well, we'll have to... Oh, there it is. Here's the line. Okay. Trying to make sure I'm lining it up kind of exactly, or at least close to where I had it. Okay, so this part, because I like where these are landing, I'm going to try and hold on to them where they are and just add a little bit of glue underneath. kind of hold it down. And then put a little bit of glue there. All right. We're getting there. We're already halfway through. I'm telling you, time is flying. It's so funny because when I woke up today, I didn't even know what day it was. I was like, what? Am I late for work? Like, oh. And now the day is almost over and I got to get ready for work for tomorrow. It's crazy. All right. Let's lay this one down. Ooh. Man, these dropsies. It's okay. It'll be all right. Never fails. Let me see if I got this facing the right way. I do not. It was upside down. Woo! Was almost messed up. And if you wanted to, you could even put some foam on the back of these and give them a little height, right? I just realized I was layering everything down flat, but you could. Give it a little bit of dimension. Let's put some on this one. Okay, so we got this all down. Let's start over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this one straight down. And then let's glue this. I'm just going to do those sides because I know part of this is going to be hanging off. Ooh. Okay, let's get this one down. And what a great idea or a great way to add more photos to your layout, right? So in the sketch, I only put like one photo in, but you could put photos in every hexagon you lay down here if that's what you wanted to do. I know we talked about putting pattern paper in some of them, but now I'm like, I like it just as it is, you know? Okay. And then I think I like this one, maybe even up here with that. And we'll work out something else right here because we still got more, like I said, more elements to pull out from. This isn't everything. We have laser cuts. We got all kinds of stuff. So this is just really the beginning. We almost have everything down. Sorry again, if you hear anything weird, it's my cat. Oh, thanks you guys. Oh, the stamps. There are a lot of little ones. They're from All and Create. The solid one is this one. don't know that it actually has a name. I guess it probably does, but I don't have my glasses with me, so I can't tell you what the name of that one is. Let's see. We have this one. Oh, this one is Priority. Okay. And then this one might be Artful Expressions if I'm looking at the titles. So it's like that. Okay. So those are the two main ones that we used. And then, yeah, because I used the 2 and then the solid stamp. That's all I used for that. All right. And then let's do, I just want to put a couple of these little ones in places. Okay. And then we'll pull out the other stuff. I thought I had another. Oh, it'll be okay. We'll just grab another plain yellow one. And that one I'm going to put right here. Okay, let's pull out our other bits. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me put this back in its little holding spot. Oh, there it is. It flipped over. Okay, so these pieces we're going to hold off. I'm going to do some more, but I want to grab some other pieces. Before we go into our bag, I am going to trim off. And usually when I'm trimming, I'll flip it over. It's usually easier to line it up from the back. And then the same thing over here. All right. So there we go. We're getting there. And then let's pull out. We have actually some puffy stickers we can use. I'm not going to do the rub-ons. We can maybe look at some of the lace cuts. And I want to look at the phrases. So it's going to be one of two. It's either going to be from here, which I do like beautiful. Beautiful. I like treasured. Let's see. So we can double up. Let's double up. Let's see what we got here. Live in the moment. Cherish this moment. Wonderful adventure. I mean, all these are so good. Believe in your dreams. Always and forever. Radiant bright. Make today amazing. Let's explore together. I don't mind that at all. I kind of like that. I do like Wonderful Adventure as well, because we did have an adventure. So what if I do Treasured and then maybe use this as sort of like a subtitle, because we have the 3 titles. I kind of stacked them up, you know, if you remember. I'm gonna put it back again. See how I have the 3 titles? I left room there, so if you wanted to make a big title, you could. So I'm thinking we might do a combination. We might do a combination with the title. Let's see what we got. I do like Treasured. Okay. You get treasured twice, y'all. Think about this. Okay. What if we just use the outline? And then the inside pieces you can save for another Yes. So we could do treasured memories, because I do like the memories. We'll leave our little padiddle on the plastic for now. Mango, he is so loud tonight. So we could do like treasured memories. And then maybe do over to the side the wonderful adventures. And we're going to use some of these too. I love these puffy stickers. Okay. I do. I like that. Wonderful adventures. Okay. We're going to use that. We're going to use that. And then let's see. There's some smaller bits. Let's see. Beauty glows from within. Let's see. True friends, endless joy. Yeah. We can use that. We can use that. Love deeply, live fully. We can use that. Let's see. Forever starts with you. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do it like that. And this says side by side always. I think that goes good with the teaching how to sew. Okay, so we have a few words there. We're building up. We're getting there. You guys see it? It's coming. It's coming together. Okay, and let's take a look at a few of these. Okay. Okay, we can even add a little thing here. Let's see. We got some jars. Now remember, we wanted to put this. So we're going to still work on this part. We can do wonderful adventure, kind of like that. Right? And then we can still, if we wanted to, build up a little thing right here. Put the jars, put the 35 cents, and then put these under here. And there you have it, like a little, our own little cluster. And then put true friends, endless joy. Maybe I put it up here instead. Okay. We're getting there. It's slowly but surely it's coming together. So let's work on building this little cluster here. Sorry guys. Sometimes it's like a little like talking it out. That's what these lives feel like sometimes. It's like you guys are my soundboard, where I can say things and be like, what do you think? Okay. And then before it dries, we'll put this in. And then we'll put I've pretty much covered that up completely. Let me do something different. We'll put it up higher. Let's go ahead and put this down. Now, I want to say tomorrow, which is Wednesday, Sherry's going to be live. And then I think Tisa picked a different day. And then Friday, I think, is Amy. Just to let y'all know. Oh, Sherry, no worries. Thank you for joining. I know I meant to pop over in the pages and put the link again to remind everybody, but I'm not going to lie. I was kind of late getting back over here into the craft room. And next thing I knew, it was 8 o'clock. So I appreciate any of you, all of you who showed up tonight. I definitely appreciate it. You know what? I think I'm still going to put it here. It'll be okay. And if I happen to see where I have some pink, then I'm just going to go in here with my eraser, see if I can I can remove it. Okay. Wow. I tell you, this wet glue is no joke. No straightening. That's it. Okay. Let's get memories down. Okay. Come on. I'm trying to get this little piece out of the E. Because sometimes it doesn't like to stay. We need it out. Come on. There we go. I'm going to put it right here. So they're kind of nestled together. Where is my little dot? And then let's do treasured. Okay. This one little piece. There's some pieces in here I'm trying to get out. That's in between. There we go. Don't mind me. I'm just taking these little pieces that are in between out before I add glue. So that way I'm not dealing with the glue and these little pieces. Okay. Okay. And you may be saying, don't they already have glue on there? They do, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And if putting a little bit of wet glue in certain areas will help make sure it stays in place, I'm down for that. Because it doesn't have to go on the entire back, but I just want to know that it's definitely secured, you know? Treasured. There we go. And there's this one little piece that won't come off. There we go, finally. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So there's our title, Treasured Memories. Let's add a little bit of glue there. We don't have to put any on here if we don't want. And then we're going to add our sentiment, our other little here. And it also shows you that you can do this using just regular papers. It doesn't have to be anything, in particular or craft related. I love these. These are actual honeycombs. I think we may use those. Well, they're made to look like honeycombs. You know what I mean? So we may do like a little there. I thought these were super cute. Do I have another one? Hold on. I think there's one over here. Yeah. So there's 3 of those. I might use some more flowers. Ooh. Let's see. Something over here. I want the smaller ones, the smaller flowers. Ooh. I just broke a flower, but that's okay. These you have to be super delicate with sometimes. And sometimes I'm not. As I just ripped this one all the heck. But we can always add flowers back. And we'll make it work. And then I love these tiny little bees. So we may use those too. Okay. One here. Maybe one over here. Okay. So let's add a little bit of glue to our newly added pieces. And I'm putting a little bee on top of the word treasure. Okay. So let's put some of these flowers down. All right. Did I miss anything? Okay. Because I do have a tendency to keep looking down. And I swear I just heard my mom go, look up. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. So. And we can add these back, the ones that I ripped off by accident. And then put this with some glue. Okay. So here we go. Now, what I'm thinking is, what if we have that other yellow one? I'm going to use yellow again. We put one of these up here, kind of peeking out like from there. I like that. I'm not going to use the blue. I'm going to stick with yellow. Let's see what this one does. Let's do this. And I think this collection is still available in the shop. I'll have to look and see because I had gotten this later than everybody else. So that's why now you're seeing videos with me using it. I wanted it as soon as it came out, but I had to wait a little bit. And let me tell you, I'm so glad I got it. I wound up doing like 3 layouts with it over our weekend. So it was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun using it. All right. And I love these, like even these little bits, you know, But I think what I want to use is some of this. Maybe do one there. Do one like that. And I think I'm going to grab actually the 2 brown ones too. And let's see what we got. So let's put one right here. That's why I put glue on the back of these, because they're very easy to pull back up again. Come on. All right. I think that's it. Thank you for staying late with me. I didn't even realize I went over by a few minutes. But okay. So I'm going to hold it up and just kind of go through here so you can see the different elements. And the only other thing that I really, really want, and I don't have a bunch of hexagons to cover up my photos, so we're going to have to do this strategically, okay, is we're going to hit it with the yellow gold. Okay, just making sure I haven't gotten any on my photo. Try to stay as close as I can so it doesn't get on the actual photos. And then if it does, all right. Nothing on there. Okay. So at the very, oh, we forgot a piece. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot this one. That's okay. There we go. So he's down. And if you ever want to make sure, see, that's how you find out if you glued everything. That's how you find out, people. All righty. There you have it. That's the layout. So don't be scared. Go ahead and play. You can add, like I said, lots of photos. You could do one photo and all pattern papers. I didn't even get to use our little small hexagon. Didn't need it. We had enough hexagons in the collection itself. So have fun. If you don't want to do hexagons, do circles, do squares, do hearts. Whatever shape you want to do it. Okay. If this shape doesn't speak to you guys, use whatever shape works for you. I should have done, well, I was going to do circles instead, but I love this collection so much. I wanted to use it again. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Keep an eye out because, like I said, I know there's a live almost every day this week. So for the rest of the week. So you got Wednesday, Sherry. I think Tisa might be Thursday, but don't quote me on it. Make sure you check the group. And then Friday, I know Amy said she was going to be live. So, all right. And as we end October and look forward to November, I hope you guys have a great week, blessed week, and I will see you. I'm not even sure when, but I'm sure it'll be soon. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye. Thanks for joining me.